Alright everybody, Fouilleuse Acadienne here again. I actually already came to this house before, but the video was taped in French Acadian, and I quickly found out that that was not a good idea because actually typing in the captions took forever, and not only that, you would have to select closed captioning, and if you didn't know, and I was afraid people weren't going to watch it because I did have permission to be here the first time I was here, so I figured that it would probably be still extended. The guy's initials who told me that I could go in there, NT. Anyway, so thanks NT. He did not want to be on the video, obviously. But yeah, so anyway, so we're going to do a little bit of urban exploring, and we're going to see what we can find that might be interesting, or see if anything's changed since the last time I was here. Even that might have happened too. At least it's not as windy as the last time, so that's a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to change the view and go see what we can find inside. First, I'm going to show you this. It's a stretcher. So, give me a sec. Okay, so here we have a metal stretcher. It's about 7 feet long, I'd say. Quite rusted, but you know what? I bet that could still be used in an emergency or something, or as a cot or whatever. It's pretty messy out here, but it was also pretty messy inside the house, so it's no surprise. Here's a dog house, so they have pets, and apparently the man who used to live here moved out, and he just kind of left what he didn't want to bring, as is often the case in abandoned houses. I went into the shed the last time I was here, and there's really nothing in there to see, so I'm just going to see if I can re-enter without too much difficulty. Okay, so I'm seeing the same things as last time for obvious reasons. It's the same house. So there's some cute wallpaper, and here are some old newspapers, but there isn't anything super old, they just look old. And a decorative wasp nest, because everybody loves to decorate with those. Now I have to go see if there's anybody here. And it kind of looks, if I just quickly go here, looks like a little animal made its house here. So I'm gonna do what I always do. Hello? Hello? Well, I guess there's nobody here. So I'm gonna reclose this door. I'm actually going to do this so that if anybody tries to come in, I will at the very least hear them. What is this? I bet you that was a blind of some type, but I don't see why since there was no window. Well, so we're in the kitchen right now, and here are some nice metal doorknobs and some type of oil or something up there in that jar. But I do love the way they had those little hidden cupboards, like they would just build right into the wall and create more space, storage space, which is really great. Somebody at one point did put some new ceiling, some pressed wood, but it's a musty smell in just because I think it hasn't been, used, it hasn't been lived in so long. There's holes in pretty much all the windows that I am looking at, which is an unfortunate thing. I already opened the cupboards earlier and there was nothing in them. Here we've got, now I don't have my flashlight with me because I wasn't expecting to come here tonight, but there's a nice old chair and a neat retro, probably 70s era table. And this is a really, really neat old scale. So that's an interesting find. It's cool. And some pretty cabinets with nothing in them, which is a good thing. And that little yellow piece of fluff on the floor isn't like a bird or anything. It's actually some insulation. But there's a nice like star in the middle of the wood. And here there was the east. And over there would have been the west. And here is the south. And of course the north would have been here. But those are gone. But this is like a sunroom type of porch type of thing. It's really cute. And we have really dangerous wood stove because there are no buffers at all. If you touch it, you're burnt. I'm not sure why this is so scratched up. They were probably putting the firewood in there. So that's what would have made it so rough. And here we go into the bathroom, but it's just a regular bathroom. We won't spend too much time there. This must have been a bedroom. Really, really nice wood floors. Oh, look at this beautiful shelf. That's really pretty. And all the paint, because there's no heat or anything, all the paint is like totally falling off the ceiling and onto the floor, which is a shame. But it's okay. It's what an old house does when there's no heat in it. Here we go into, there was a door here. And we've got some nice, still some wood floors. Really pretty chair. And to my left, we have another quite large room. This could have been used as a dining room. It could have been used as a bedroom. But I am not sure what it was used for. Now this is interesting. It goes, I have to assume, into the kitchen so that heat could get in because heat rises. We've got a really pretty bowl. It's kind of like an enamel bowl. And on the back of it, it says made in China. So that's really nice. Got a little TV. Better Homes and Gardens, nice windows, some really interesting, very, very dark doorknob here. I've never seen one so dark. I've seen the brown ones and I've seen the cream colored ones, but I've never seen one so dark. A nice door. That's really, really pretty actually. Small little screen over there. I think it was a deep fry basket at some point for a small fryer, probably a home fryer. And here would have been probably a living room. Same thing is happening to the ceiling, except not quite as bad as the other rooms. Ceiling fan. And here we've got another built-in cabinet, which is really pretty. It's the wood that's so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go back this way and, oh, first I have to show you something here. Look at this old fuse box. This is the fuse box of way back when. I bet these people thought, wow, are we ever lucky to have this? And I bet they were at the time, but it's quite the archaic fuse box. It's cool. And we have the stairs going to the second floor. Really thin, not wide, I mean, maybe 2.5 feet in width, but not much more than that. I find it interesting how they seem to have closed off this attic at some point, probably to conserve the heat downstairs, but for whatever reason, the sheet that they had used didn't cover all the way. So the heat probably still would have... Anyway, I don't need to make sense of things. I just need to show you about it. This is just a little cubby thing. There's some little boxes and a chest. In the chest there's curtains and an old bedspread. There's some other clothing items in that one. There's a makeshift clothesline across the entire attic space. An adorable little picture here. Really old bag. And this room is locked. Oh gosh. It's because everything is so... There we go. Okay, it's really strong, the smell in this room, because of the rug, I have to assume. And it just retains all the moisture. All kinds of personal pictures and puzzles, and a nice door amongst the bed frames and mattresses. An old rug. There are some records here. And that's a record box, actually, to carry your records in. So that's really neat. I don't have my flashlight, and I've already been in the attic. There's nothing there, so there's no need in going again. This was a gun rack. And here we have some cool wallpaper. And what I find interesting is there was this layer of wallpaper, and then this layer with the little flowers, and then this layer right here. So that's really neat, to me anyway. And there's another one of those little holes that probably a squirrel or something might have decided to make his home in. There's stuff under the stairs that go up to the attic, bed frame, bed headboard, and an adorable little doll. Look at how cute. Hey, Dolly. Oh, some kid will have fun playing with that. Okay, now I've got to come out here and relock this door, because I like to leave things as I found them, as undisturbed as possible. Sorry about the slamming, but that's how it's got to be. There we go. There we go. And we're locked. It's really wet on the floor. I don't see where it would have leaked when it rained, but it must have, because, like I said, it's really wet. Lots of personal belongings, and I'm still getting the feeling that somebody came in here since I've been in here. Not that anything is really missing per se or moved, but it's just, I get this feeling. I don't know why. And look at the neat cushion floor. All right. I'll just scan the room again. Just some, as you can see, old dressers, and this is like an old washstand over there. Okay. They've got a library type of collection here. And interestingly enough, I've never been into one house that they didn't have a relatively large collection of National Geographic books. I wish I was comfortable staying here for longer, because I would look at all of these books to see what's interesting, because I love to read. There's a Chronicle Herald paper here, but it's just from 2006. This is a really nice piece of furniture. I don't know if it's a dresser or what you would call it. Oops, I'm looking the wrong side, it doesn't work. Yeah, so it's, I'm blocking the light, aren't I? So it's a really nice dresser, and the top part kind of opens up like that. Really pretty. And we come into another room, which is hard to open because the rug is in the way of the door. Nice bed. Well, it's not a bed per se, it's just the bottom part of the bed. A captain's bed, I think they call those. Most of the rooms are blue. And this is a really neat can of, it says Allen's Candy Supreme. So that's a nice tin. We've got some old stuff, right? Just regular old stuff. This looks interesting. I don't know what it would be used for, but it's cool. Got some personal belongings, some clothing, some wallpaper that they didn't match the seams up on, and that just drives me insane. I get it though, a lot of people did that. That's neat. Rock collection. I'm gonna go back out here. I'm gonna have to close the door again. Oh, this is a nice room full of stuff, of course. Let's put some stuff out of the way here. All right, so this room, a lot of clothing, some more books, a nice, oh wow, a really beautiful vintage dresser here. I feel like I had these boots when I was a kid. Probably did. Not those specific ones, obviously, but... And we've got some more clothes. And a broken window, another broken window. Seems to only be broken on that side of the house, because the kitchen is right underneath us. That's interesting. A cute little table. Oh, that looks like an old bathroom scale, and I am not going to look at that one, because I don't want to cry. Adorable wallpaper. Love the wallpapers. Must have been a little girl's room at some point because of the pink. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. I don't want to show it to you, but there's a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean copious amounts of animal waste. Why is that? I don't know, because it looks like dog. Okay. So, I guess that's going to be pretty much it for the tour, if I can get out of this room again, because the house really is not that big. When I reclose this door, that one closes pretty easily. Old wallpaper in there. Yeah. So I'm going to end up going downstairs. So, just to see downstairs, and that's where I'm heading. See you downstairs. So, I'm pretty much done the tour of the house. It's a really gorgeous house, but unfortunately it hasn't been lived in so long that it's really falling in disrepair. That's a darn shame. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and maybe somebody will buy this someday and maybe restore it to its former glory. I can pretty much guarantee that whoever owned this in its prime must have been extremely proud of this house. All of these old houses are just gorgeous. The construction, everything was done without power tools, and it was just like hand. These are century homes. These are 100-plus-year-old homes, and it's amazing that they're still standing to this day. So I guess that's it, house. Well, I do have to show you one more thing. Maybe two. Look at how they locked. Sorry about the moving. Okay. Look at how they locked their cupboards. It was a nail in the neat, because there's no other way to lock it, and maybe squirrels could get inside there or something. But there's only that one that's got those two nails. The other ones don't seem to have that locking system. Anyway, so I guess I like the wainscoting behind me. That's what I was looking at. So I guess this is it for Fouilleuse Acadienne for this particular video. And please like and subscribe. Helps a lot. If you have any ideas, like maybe if you want me to go into churches or something, I could do that too. I just ask permission and go on in, and you could see the majestic splendor that is our Acadian churches. Anyway, I gotta go. But I'll see you again soon, and everybody, this is going to be my new thing. Stay curious. Stay curious. That's my advice. Never give up. And if you can't get out to old abandoned houses, just follow me on my channel, and you can see the old houses in my hometown. See? And then you don't even have to leave your house. It's like perfect. There's no danger or anything. It's awesome. All right, so signing out one more time, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and ciao. Bye.